Hello, welcome all. My name is Artie. I am a admissions counselor for the University of Oklahoma, and just wanted to personally welcome each and every single one of you for here for the spotlight for once again the University of Oklahoma. And here at OU, we want to just serve and provide you the resources and the college awareness and interest that you may have for a rural and small town student that's interested in the University of Oklahoma. So let's get into it. My name is Artemio, like I said, Artemio Castellon. Some call me Artie. I mentioned I am an admissions counselor for the University of Oklahoma. I specifically work from the Northwest region, Panhandle of Oklahoma. I myself am a first-generation student. That being said, I also somewhat lived in a small town type of community, Enid, Oklahoma, which was about 50,000, and just having that transition from 50 to double it to about 110,000 when I went to OU. Did well. Was a great experience. I'm an alumnus from OU and graduated in 2014. And I'm just happy to be here and give you the insight of what OU is and what OU has to offer. So let's get into it and just give you the important details of what OU is and what we have to offer. So introduction of OU, we are the largest institution in Oklahoma. That being said, with our undergrad population, there are 22,000 students here on Norman campus. And we do have sibling campuses in Tulsa and our Oklahoma City Health Science Center. So in a total, about 32,000. So for some of us, that could be a big, big number, 32,000, like, wow, that's a lot. But then in itself, as you sort of transition, get your feet wet, you sort of blend in and make it a home of yourself. That being with the 32, just with the other two campuses, Norman, Oklahoma, OU campus, 22,000. Amongst the Big 12, OU is actually on the smaller side of it all. So that being said, it's giving you that perfect size to know people, and it also gives you that small town feeling when you're here on campus. So that with the students that are here at OU, of course, the majority of them are getting from Oklahoma, Texas, California, Kansas, Colorado, but we actually have students represented from all 50 states here in the USA. That gives you the opportunity to really go in and get to know people, not only in the residential halls and the dorms, but you also get to know them in the classroom and, of course, involvement that you have the opportunity to be a part of here at OU. Many have heard that, yes, we are Oklahoma, and then that we always say that there's only one Oklahoma. And that in itself, we do believe in. We do believe that there is only one University of Oklahoma. And then, like I said earlier, I want to share with you a few important parts that makes OU that. What makes OU one? What is it that makes OU special? An example of that is the great research campus that we have here and just the advantages of being that flagship of institution here at the University of Oklahoma. By the Carnegie Foundation, we are considered a Tier 1 institute. So what this means is that research is not just within science, technology, engineering, or math. It's actually OU is in every academic field has research opportunities. Examples of some programs include the you get the a nice plethora of programs here at OU. Example of them, like I said, undergraduate research opportunity programs. You also have the 4-year research engagement here at OU, and just knowing that these programs here are available for you. It's more important to know that we actually offer them in more than 170 programs, majors here at OU. So 170 majors, that's overwhelming. That's a lot that we have for offer here at the University of Oklahoma. And as you can see, a few of our top national ranked academic degree programs, they're in the corner. And with the undergrad degrees, you can actually choose anything from anthropology to zoology. With the incoming freshmen, you don't actually have to declare a major from the get-go that you're here. So as a freshman, you actually get the resources and that nice transition for once you actually do make steps here at OU, you will have that one-on-one advising, and you actually get to keep that same advisor your freshman year. And for some of us, if you don't know what you want to study or what to pursue and what degree to chase after, no problem. Like I said, we have academic advisors here to assist you. And then as you can see, there's a blue link, ou.mymajors.com, and this is a perfect tool for you to assessment. It's like an assessment and configure a degree at OU and see what we have to offer. So we really look at your top 5, top 10, top 3, and what is the best fit major for you as you're making a career here at the University of Oklahoma. So at OU, we want to make sure that we share these resources with you and that you are successful. At OU, we want to make sure that we actually do the endeavor of supporting students from rural areas and small towns. Part of that is doing that student to faculty ratio to 18:1. So once again, we're trying to be a unit. We're close. We want to get to know you and make sure that you are actually valued here. On average, the class size is about 32. And of course, we've seen in the movies and the shows that there are more than 100 students lectures. Like, oh man, that's a lot. when in fact the truth is about 4% of our classes here at OU are more than 100 students. And most of these classes will consider our ology programs, so zoology, psychology, sociology, and even American federal government and American history. So those are just a few examples of those 100 plus students in one classroom setting. But then again, you on average 32, and for a freshman level comp, it probably averages out to 19. So you have that opportunity to learn large and small groups here at the University of Oklahoma, but then you also have an array of being involved on campus. So yes, we want to make sure that you're academically doing well, being successful, but then of course, there's time to really get to know OU and get to know your colleagues. So that's why at OU we offer more than 550 student organizations. Most of these organizations are led by students. So it's an array from student government to Greek life, major specific religious groups, and then of course multicultural groups here at the University of Oklahoma. So like American Indian student life, African American student life, Asian American student life, and then we also have Latino student life. So being a part of this is just belonging and just that representation that students, what they bring is that cultural awareness to OU, specifically on the campus and what they have to provide here at the University of Oklahoma. So within the family in itself, with the OU campus, of course, we cannot go on without explaining the city of Norman. So city of Norman is where the heart of OU lies. We are also known as the city of festivals. Some examples that we've had include the Chocolate Festival, the Medieval Festival. We've also had Norman Music Festival here at Norman, Oklahoma. With the community that we have here in Norman, it's a very tight-knit, safe place between OU and Norman, Oklahoma. And then of course, if you love the hustle and bustle of a busy city life, no more than 30 minutes north of Norman is Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City has been ranked and voted as a livable and affordable place. And the majority of our graduates from OU, most of them go on to get great careers. Entrepreneurship is very, very feasible there in the city of capital of Oklahoma. And of course, it's the home of Oklahoma City Thunder and Oklahoma City Dodgers in baseball. Yes, we love OU. Yes, we love Norman, Oklahoma. But then again, we wouldn't be doing our part, and we feel like it'd be a disadvantage if you did not have the skills to be globally aware of studying abroad. So at OU, you do have the opportunity to not only study abroad in 80 countries or 200 cities around the world, but even here at OU too, like I mentioned, we're a tight-knit community. You also have the opportunity to know people from 125 different countries. So with the study abroad program, one of our top destinations include Italy, Mexico, UK, Spain, France, Germany, just to name a few. That being said, that we do have a specific department that helps with the whole tuition and fees that allow students to apply for study abroad. So with that tuition waiver, scholarships, and even financial aid, we are there to assist you to get this experience that is well-deserved and is always a great experience for students that come to OU. We want to give them this opportunity. And of course, in order for you to come and study abroad at OU, you have to be admitted to OU. So here is the application process on what it is to be a Sooner, to be part of the OU family. So we do 3 different types of platforms. So if you know you were born a Sooner, you will just do the OU application. So the OU application is simply apply.ou.edu. And then we do consider 2 other application platforms, the Common Application and the Coalition app. These 2 application platforms are well centralized. So if there's more than one university that you are interested in applying, you're more than happy to apply through the Common app or the Coalition app. OU has no preference. So whatever easy and feasible for you, go for it. When we're looking at the application, we want to make sure that it's the sooner the better, solely that way you get the final scholarship deadline. So we do offer scholarships that are merit-based, automatically awarded to students if they meet the certain criterion in their test scores and GPA. Once we do receive your scholarship, well, not scholarship, your application, we look at 4 factors. We do in a holistic review process. The first one that we look at is your academics. So we look at your test scores, your GPA, how rigorous were your classes. Second, we'll look at your involvement. So if you were part of any leadership positions, we'll look at that. Part-time job, sports, arts, student council, and of course, the list goes on and on. Third, we'll look at your essay. So this is a personal statement from you. So whatever you want to show, you can actually choose from 7 prompts with the essays that we offer here at the University of Oklahoma. With these prompts, with these essays, we want to show who you are, give an insight of who you are, if you had any obstacles during high school, if there was any challenges that you've had to face. this is the perfect time to really showcase that and know where you come from. And then lastly, we ask for a letter of recommendation. OU takes up to 3. The letter of recommendation, we would love to hear from a school official. Yes, we know your parents and guardians love you. Let's have someone else really just boast about you and be like, oh, you know, this is a really good person, and just show your successes and achievements while you're in high school in itself. And then, of course, like I mentioned, we do offer a plethora of scholarships here at the University of Oklahoma, and just the idea of being admitted, it's always a good process. When you actually do apply, always consider that, yes, it takes a lot of hard work. We want to make sure that this is a good investment. So mentioning it's hard work, it takes time and money, of course. So given that the community, given that the resources that we offer, and given that global and national networking that OU has to offer, we believe in this. And part of that is making sure that we get best value within our students, and we're giving back invaluable experience to you as well. So post-college is always as a stressor. Here at OU, we actually do find the best candidacy for jobs, careers, internships, and even being connected with alumni here at the University of Oklahoma. One good thing about the University of Oklahoma is that we have career services. We help you with mock interviews, resume building skills, and like I said, we'll help you find a job and internships. And this is even post-OU. So this is after you've graduated from Oklahoma. We still connect you with alumni from all over the nation, so that way you get that best experience here at the University of Oklahoma. With that best value experience, we want to be upfront, okay? We want to make sure we are basically giving you the true cost of what it is. So here is an average direct cost estimate for 30 hours. So this is a year. Oklahoma resident and non-resident. So tuition fees, housing, food, and books are all included. So within itself, this 30 credit hour, other universities report annual costs based on minimum. Usually that minimum is about 24. At the University of Oklahoma, we like to be transparent, and we are confidently showing you these numbers. And just present the numbers because OU has adopted a flat rate tuition. So with this flat rate tuition, it's based off of 15 hours. So you can take 12 to 21 credits, but still be charged for 15. So if you don't know if you'll take the full advantage of the 15, no worries. You can always bank the other in the summertime. So you do not have to worry about that. And then one thing that I'm always so proud of is that OU, for a third year straight, we have not increased tuition and any mandatory fees for Oklahoma University programming on the Norman campus. So it's always good that we are honest. And then of course, scholarships are always available through the University of Oklahoma. For rural town, small town students, resources are available for all y'all. So virtually, yes, from Oklahoma, especially when I go travel in the Panhandle, the drive could be a minimum of 2 hours. But we want to make sure that we are providing you the tools so that way you are well informed of what OU has to offer. Part of that is just, going on a virtual tour. So we do offer that on our website. In lieu of other virtual tours, we are able to contact you through email, text, and call, and of course, just the Ask Sooner bot. Here in the end, if you have any specific questions, you are more than happy to reach out to me. My name is Artemio Castellon, and my email address is admissions@ou.edu. And thank you for your time, and Boomer Sooner.